that they gave me. I beg for God's help. I'm your disciple, a certain.
The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warrior faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the floor. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one, and all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Russell Westbrook out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Gabriel in at the power forward position. And for Golden State, the core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Looney. And it's the Warriors to start out. Beverley against Thompson. Wiggins outside, lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Beverley. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Westbrook. The pass to Gabriel. 6 on the shot clock. Davis kicks to LeBron. Davis setting the pick for James. And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Now here's Curry. Really played well against Portland in his last outing.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Davis with a screen on Wiggins. Pass to Beverley. Davis down low. Looney on him, and Davis can't get it to go. And here is Curry, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Right here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin, you are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years. I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in '09.
And both free throws good for Curry. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise, and his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around. They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Beverley dishes to Westbrook. Passes it to Gabriel. Davis looking for an opening. Davis setting the pick for Beverley. Over Looney. And Looney sends it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Fires the 3. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And a chance here to check out some stats for Andrew Wiggins. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
It's Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Lakers trail. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Westbrook against Curry. Pass to Thompson. Baseline J on the way. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Now Beverly still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Outside Green and the pass to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Wiggins up top over Beverly. And the Warriors miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's LeBron trying to get open as Davis. LeBron, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Here's Gabriel. And they double up James. 6 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Warriors, 2 spots down.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Beverly, the pass to Davis. Shoots from the right block. Gabriel, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Green. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Curry, wide open, and another 3 for Golden State.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Westbrook, no good that time. Curry with the defensive effort. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Portland. Green passes to Looney. And here is Green. Over Westbrook. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
The closer the better for Draymond, but once he's in his comfort zone, he's good to go.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. Different look here for the Warriors. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Curry. Brown kicks to none. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Klay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Now, here's Nunn. Coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Poole. Kuminga with it. Brown's there. Green with a screen for DiVincenzo. They kick it out to Green. 4 on the shot clock. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 3. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Bryant with a screen on Poole. Nunn finds Bryant. Over to the wing. Here's Reeves. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Now, here's Poole. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Makes it off the glass.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Pass to Reeves. This one for 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded. Green with a screen for Poole. Another 3 for Golden State.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Nunn. He has 6. Here's Toscano Anderson. Bryant with a screen on Green. Here's Toscano Anderson. That shot misses. Great D that time from Green. 1:27 left here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Poole. Now, here's Looney. Defended by Nunn. The shot by Looney, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Nunn finds Brown. Back to Nunn. Inside. Here's Bryant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
One of my favorite eras in NBA history, Clark, the 80s Showtime Lakers.
Man, I played against those guys. Thankfully, it was just twice a year because we were in the Eastern Conference. But those dudes were unbelievable. Magic running the point. Kareem still playing at a high level down low. Worthy finding his stride and finishing the break. They didn't just win titles. Showtime had a flavor that was fun to watch if you weren't being run out of the building by them.
Both free throws good from Poole.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Brown. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Cool with it. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Here's Reeves. The Warriors making the shot. And it's Looney with the rebound. And here is Poole. He has 7. Drops in the layup for 2. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
None. Bounce pass. Here's Bryant. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Lakers trail by 6. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Kuminga, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Green in at the 5. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. And so it's the Lakers with it. Nunn passes to Gabriel. Loads it up for Davis. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Now, here's Kuminga. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. From 10 feet out, and it's Davis missing. Here's Golden State now. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Now, here's Green. Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David. And we thank you for your report. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. No good off the back of the rim. None against Curry. Pass to Reeves. Here's James, and the Lakers tack on 2 more. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
Curry's shot is off.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Nunn.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Wiggins against James. Here's Curry. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 9 points for Stephen Curry.
Oh, how about an athletic play by Curry? There's some contact, but he slips by it and gets it to go.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
How about your Warriors? Dance team delegation. Give them a hand.
Thompson's checked in. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook comes in for Kendrick Nunn. Curry against Westbrook. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
First one falls for him.
And one of the more clever players in the game. Curry takes pride in toying with opposing defenses.
And both free throws good for Curry. Lakers trail by 3. Outside, Davis. Over Green, and Davis can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here is Davis. 32 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
Shot clock at 5. Curry's shot is good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Wiggins left side. The pass to Thompson. Curry on the wing. Here's the three. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga, and Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Known for racking up triple-doubles, Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
No good on that. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in, and the second free throw, good. Here's Poole. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Wiggins. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Toscano Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Team foul.
Warriors leading by 5. Now Poole, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. They set the screen. Here's Looney out to Thompson. Poole on the wing. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Poole's got 11.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Let's keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Poole.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the paint. It's stolen by Bryant. Beverly looking around. Left side, Westbrook. Pass to Bryant. Over Green. And the Lakers with another miss. Warriors leading by 7. Poole on the wing. Pass to Looney. Back to Poole. Down low. It's stolen by Bryant. There's the drive. And that one's good. Beverly. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Now, here's Poole. He's got 11. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. The Lakers also with a sub. Kendrick Nunn. He's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Lakers trail by 5. Beverly the pass to Nunn. Beverly sets the screen for Nunn. He feeds it to Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now, here's Poole. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The shot by Looney, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Beverly dishes to Brown. And there's the pass to Nunn. Here's Toscano Anderson. Brown outside. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Pass to Thompson. Trying to get something going. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the 2nd quarter, he has been on fire.
Bryant with a screen on DiVincenzo. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Bryant.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, Green. To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. Everly with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The 3 from Poole. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Warriors lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing good.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hey, folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
You know, I love what they're doing, working overtime to get the high percentage looks. The way it keeps working for them, just keep at it.
Some soft interior defense as well, Shaq.
All right, guys, let's move on and see the latest injury report from across the league.
The Kings are just not fully healthy. De'Aaron Fox is out of their lineup. Clearly a big blow. They'll have to make up for his scoring, his playmaking, and his speed. Coach is going to have his work cut out for him.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Checking out the group now for Darvin Ham to start the second half. We've got Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's LeBron James. And it's Gabriel in at the power forward. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Yeah, even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
He hits both from the stripe.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on, this is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
To the middle, and it's Davis with the jam.
Doesn't take a lot for AD to get to the rim. With his length, he can throw it down easily.
And here is Curry. Wiggins left side. On the wing, Thompson. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Green finds Looney, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
LeBron sets the screen for Westbrook. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Nice move, and the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 16 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Beverly, the pass to Davis. James looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Thompson for the triple. And James pulls it down. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
Hard to believe, Greg, last season, LeBron missing the playoffs for just the 3rd time in his career.
And Kevin, it almost felt surreal to not have him in the playoffs. I mean, this guy's been a fixture in the postseason for almost 2 decades now. Just another bullet on LeBron's incredible resume.
Man, is it easy to remain in awe of the greatness of LeBron James. Clark, this is a guy that just doesn't seem to age. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really one of the remarkable runs in the history of sports in my mind, quite honestly, Kevin, on and off the floor. We know he spends a lot of time and money to keep his body in peak shape. He yet is still not showing any real signs of slowing down. We know Father Time is undefeated, but I tell you what, LeBron is giving it a run for its money.
Thompson for the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Timeout called the Lakers. Lakers trail by 4. Passes to James. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender posted.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Warriors making the shot. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Curry. He's got 16. Pass to Thompson. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for the Warriors.
First team foul. Coming out of the floor for your Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga.
Wiggins kicks to Thompson. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Here's Gabriel. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Davis.
Well, I tell you what, it's rare that you see a big man with offensive skills like Davis has. He is a talented, rare player.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 12. It's Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. To the paint. Here's LeBron. And the dunk by James.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Hit by Kuminga. Here's Curry with the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Gabriel's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Westbrook. The pass to Gabriel. Now LeBron, covered by Wiggins. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 6. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Davis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Make some noise and welcome out of your Warriors 16.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Green. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Curry. So it's the Warriors now. 4-point game. Poole kicks to Green. Poole the pass to Kuminga. To the inside. And Wiggins throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Now, Nunn. He's got 8. Feeds it to Davis. Over Kuminga. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Back to Davis. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Another shot. Here's Bryant. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Warriors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Wiggins kicks to Poole. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's DiVincenzo. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Passes it to Reeves. Loads it up for Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Poole finds Green. A three-pointer. Wiggins can't hit that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Davis with it. 18 points for him. Bryant looking over the floor. Lakers working the ball around now. Get the shot. Tries again. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Nunn against Poole. Green with a screen on Nunn. Poole no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nunn against Poole. Outside Bryant. Back to Nunn. He dishes it to Davis. Outside Bryant. Pass to Reeves. And here's Brown outside. Wiggins with the block. Inside. Kuminga the pass to Poole. Over Nunn. And that one hits back iron. Lakers leading by 6. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Down low, here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Good positioning that time from AD, working the pick and roll beautiful.
Warriors shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Poole finds Kuminga. Back to Poole. Can they get it? Again, the miss by Poole.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Brown. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 8. Wiggins passes to Poole. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And here is Brown. On a screen on Wiggins. Brown with the bounce pass. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Beverly for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino to fall. So move the ball, drive and kick. We'll get great shots, all right?
Well, he's preaching team chemistry right now, Greg.
And he wants more ball movement because that makes everything simple.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Kevon Looney out there with Kuminga.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here is Davis. None. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Curry against Nunn. And Davis sends it back. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the inside. There's the pass to Gabriel. The three-pointer, no good. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Kerr. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 7. Outside, Davis. Nunn finds Davis. Plays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 24 points.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Thompson outside. Puts up a 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Passes it to Nunn. Here's Gabriel. Outside, Davis. Clock at 6. Beverly, the pass to Davis. Count it. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, AD showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Outside Curry. Low block shot on the way. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Curry. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gabriel's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Beverly, the pass to Nunn. Davis setting the pick for Nunn. Pass to Toscano Anderson. Davis against Green. And good from Davis with a sweet move. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. Curry looking it over. For the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And the Lakers call time here. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
for your Warriors, U15.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thanks, David. Here's Westbrook. Back to Davis. Over Looney. And the Lakers with another miss. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Down by 12. Now Curry. Five to shoot. Thompson for three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
James, a screen on Thompson. LeBron, left side. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his third foul so far. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's James, now off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in. LeBron's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Los Angeles has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. It's deflected. He goes up again, and it's good on the way in. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry is inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Curry kicks to Thompson. The three. Frames the three-pointer. Thompson's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
On the wing, James, covered by Wiggins.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
Westbrook against Curry. Launches a 3, and James pulls it down. LeBron's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. change here. Poole's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Beverly's checked in. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Now the pass to Looney. To the middle. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Poole.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
James finds Beverly. Wiggins with the block.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Now here's Curry. Here's Green. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And no wonder Green has been called the heartbeat of his team. He just makes plays that energize the entire roster.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Free throw good, Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Now here's Davis to the paint. Beverly the pass to Westbrook. Poole with it. Pass to Looney. Outside Curry. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
Curry against Westbrook. Outside Curry. No good from outside.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. The time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Wiggins against James. You can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Green. Wiggins right side. Just 3 pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Beverly dishes to James. LeBron is doubled. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That is textbook when you're talking a pump fake. Well executed that time by Davis. So good at knowing how to use that shot fake effectively.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, with that combination of strength and length, Davis can easily overwhelm defenders and get himself to the foul line.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Los Angeles.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they're going to take the second game between these two clubs, just like they took the first. This will put them up 2-0 with 2 left to play in the season series against the Warriors.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
At the line for the Lakers, Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Good on both. DiVincenzo against Brown. The end of the drought. No good on that one. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Here with Anthony Davis. AD, what sparked the run down the stretch?
Defense. We gave up too many points in that first half. We came out in the second half and just defended. Able to finally make some shots, and we just grinded. Guys made big-time plays on the defensive end, and we were able to come out with a win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.